Welcome to Countdown to Infinity, an Avengers podcast. We watched every single Marvel Cinematic Universe movie in a row before the last Avengers films. And we're watching some non-MCU Marvel movies. But during this quarantine break, we've taken a little rest from that.
A little nap.
A little nap from that. Just a tiny little baby nap. My name's Emmanuel, one of your hosts.
I'm Sophia.
And Sophia, you're back for a record-breaking 5th episode in a row.
Wow.
I think you're like
I've made it. I'm going to just
host.
head out. Thank you so much. It was an honor just to be here.
Oh, now she's renegotiating her contract.
Yes.
She knows.
It's in the works, so I will say nothing else.
Normally, John and Andrew are my co-hosts, but during COVID, we found it easier if I had my
just me
lover,
to talk to.
My lover, someone who I talk to all the time.
Yes, I had to fill the void.
We have, just like she fills the void in my life, she fills the void in the podcast.
That's great. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. Those were our vows, by the way.
Yes.
She
that's
just
it.
says,
that's all we said to each other.
Yeah. Our wedding vows are going to be you saying, "That's great. I'm just happy to be here."
Yeah.
But yeah, so how's your week going?
Pretty okay. Just in here with you. And
I'm asking for the listeners because obviously I was here the whole time.
Right. Yeah. So
just sitting around,
just an update.
Working from home,
breathing.
Breathing. That's something I did this week.
Yep.
I ate food a couple times a day.
Shut up. Did you really?
Let's see. What else?
I ate food too. When did you eat food?
Near the same time as you were.
Oh my God.
At the same place.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a small world.
I know. Wow. We have a lot in common.
We have so much in common.
We should go out. So this episode, we're going to talk about some MCU news, and then we're going to play a fun trivia game brought to you by BuzzFeed. Before we get started, I just want to throw this out there. If you like our podcast and like the fact that we're continuing during COVID-19 pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, think about supporting us on Patreon.
Right.
Patreon.com/DelfinPod, DelfinPod. Even the smallest donation goes a long way.
Long way.
And truly helps us. I will say that, we cover a lot of the costs ourselves. We don't obviously have like big sponsors or anything, but,
I'm a big sponsor to you.
You are a big sponsor to me.
And you're a big sponsor to me, but separately, no.
But yeah, consider going to Patreon. There's exclusive episodes there. You can listen to the whole season of Revenge of the Sequel and other podcasts we have. It's available online. And then episodes of this show.
Right. With me and then also
with a bunch of other
John
fun stuff.
And Andrew.
John and Andrew
I miss those guys.
Yeah, so go to Patreon. If you want John and Andrew, we trap them.
Instead of me, just go
They're held hostage. Yeah. And we will see the numbers rise, maybe. No,
right.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, but but sweet.
So what's in MCU news? That's hard to say.
We thought
MCU news.
The first name for this podcast was Me Like MCU 2 or something like that.
That's not true.
I got to look it up, but it had some kind of thing that was confusing.
I feel like it was more of an what is it called whenever you just use the first initials of something? I want to say elaboration, but that's not right. When you use the first initial of something, thank you. Yeah, okay, it was an acronym for something.
Maybe it was MCUP, Marvel Cinematic Universe Pod. Sorry, if you hear something, that's our dog wanting to play with us.
Yeah, that was our little corgi.
No,
it's okay.
I saw a corgi named Thor, which is MCU related.
Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, okay. So let's talk about some MCU news. The probably the biggest news of the week is the fact that they have confirmed and announced the newest director to join the MCU, and that is Nia DaCosta. DaCosta. Oh, I don't know how to say your last name.
That's great. That's perfect.
So she, went up through the Sundance Labs. She is remaking Candyman, or
obviously
continuing it for
obviously
Jordan Peele's company.
Very talented.
Very talented, and she was just announced as the director of Captain Marvel 2.
Wow, sequel to Captain Marvel. Are you super
excited?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like, I feel like this is a huge opportunity for her right now. I mean, we don't know what theaters are going to look like in the either near future or far future.
That's true.
And we don't know how production's going to be. We don't know. It's just, but just to have this title as a new director, being a woman of color, it's just, it's what the MCU needs right now. And it's what everybody needs right now, just because it's going to make everybody's hearts happy. We need something positive like this. now more than ever. So I'm all about it.
Yeah, Nia DaCosta is helming the movie, which is in pre-production now. So it's being written. They are planning it because it's supposed to come out. I feel like this seems so far off, but it already has a release date, and that is July 8th, 2022. That's only a couple years from now.
Wow.
It's actually less than 2 years from now. So they have to figure out when they're going to film and shoot and do all that kind of stuff. But I'm really excited
if
for it.
If it's just being rewritten right now, then they got time to figure it out. I mean, again, because everything is shut down right now, they got some time. They got some time on their hands to figure out what it's going to look like, who they're going to, the whole process. So just being, like I said, just being the title of director right now that's amazing.
It's huge. And I think that if you are excited about her or just don't know that much about her, because the only other thing she made was this really small indie movie with Tessa Thompson that played at Sundance. Her big wide release movie, her first one, Candyman, the remake, that's still coming out this year in September. They pushed it
Jordan?
back. Jordan Peele produced, but she directed this movie.
Yeah.
And it's coming out in September. So I don't know if you have a theater that's open in September.
Right.
But near the Halloween month, next month, we can watch her movie.
I think they released a sneak peek or like a clip or something from it. They've definitely released trailers, and I'm super impressed with the way it looks and like the whole vibe of, I mean, again, it's Jordan, so like I don't expect anything less from him, but I can imagine him only working with someone who he truly trusts in his process, someone who's just as equally talented, and she fits that bill, so I'm excited.
I'm excited. And I'm just looking up, and just to double confirm, October 16th is the release date of this movie. And that's a theatrical release date. And they haven't said anything about VOD, so that's going to be in theaters. Candyman will be out. Nia DaCosta, get a sneak peek of Captain Marvel 2.
Director.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Captain Marvel 2 is a horror movie? That'd be insane.
Brie would kick some ass. Brie Larson, she would just, whether it's a scary movie or not, like she would just,
And you know what? She just re-upped her deal, which we talked about last week.
That's true, yeah. So, she renegotiated her contract.
It's one of the movies that's going to go into production soon, actually, I feel like. Pretty soon. All right, so another part of the MCU news is there was a leak, and I don't know, these leaks may not be true, but it looks like one of the long-term goals of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is to include a new group of people called the Illuminati. They are a group, and I'm going to read off the superheroes that are in this group. The Illuminati. And this is fake. Like, this isn't, I know some people take that very seriously.
The Illuminati?
Yeah.
Like, this is old Illuminati?
like the real Illuminati and
okay.
stuff. But this is the group that forms the MCU Illuminati, the Marvel one. Namor, who is the king of Atlantis, he is basically the Marvel's Aquaman.
Okay.
Tony Stark, which will be rough to do now, I guess. Reed Richards, who is the leader of the Fantastic Four. Black Bolt, Dr. Stephen Strange, and Professor X from the X-Men. So it's basically a lot of the biggest members of
like the
all
elite.
Of Marvel.
Yeah.
And basically
except for the Avengers, obviously.
They're supposed to be the smartest.
Tony, but.
So basically the group was formed so that they can, not like as an Avengers to fight evil, but to share information about...
Like a hub.
Like a digital hub.
So, but... It's like over every universe then, because if Doctor Strange is involved, he can go pretty much wherever.
Yeah. So this is the reason why this is exciting is we obviously know now that they can do Fantastic Four stuff and that they can do X-Men stuff. But there isn't a lot of, I mean, there can be different universes, but there's not a lot of moments when those like intersect at least. But
that's what I mean.
Illuminati would be a really interesting way.
So it's basically like the Avengers, but throughout the entire universes that take place in the MCU.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's even like...
I did not know my mind could expand this big.
It's insane. There's a lot of team-em-ups, and I think when they tried to sell comic books, they had the team-em-ups fight. So there's even like the Avengers versus the Defenders, which is a whole nother group with like Daredevil and stuff. And then there's the Illuminati. So this is exciting because I feel like if this is true, this means that whenever Fantastic Four is introduced and X-Men, when all that stuff happens...
it's going to be like Endgame, but...
Bigger, maybe.
Way bigger.
Yeah, much larger.
Yeah.
Bigger, larger,
so instead of like a 4-hour-long movie, it's going to be like a 24-hour
movie. Yeah. This is just speculation. Obviously, it's going to be interesting because, we talked about Iron Man can't be in there. I mean,
Tony would be tough.
He's dead. Spoiler. But also, Doctor Strange is there, so that's possible.
It would be cool if it's real.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
How exciting.
That sounds fun.
That's pretty much it in terms of MCU news. I know that this is pretty quick and there's not much.
Yeah. It's just the times right now.
And New Mutants is coming out pretty soon, so we're going to talk
I forgot about that. But I feel like we're going to have a whole other ep on that because there's a lot of mutant stuff that we can cover just in a different ep. I mean, unless you want to go over some mutant stuff now.
I think we'll wait.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot more released, I think. Yeah. Just because of what we talked about earlier. No spoilers. I don't want to say it on mic, but yeah.
Yeah,
but we can do this quiz.
We are going to do this quiz, but I'm just double checking. New Mutants comes out August the 28th, and so that is in like 19 days. So just in a little less than 3 weeks, that movie should be out. Fingers crossed. But so now we're going to do this quiz. I'm going to look it up, and I'm excited because I think this is going to be a good one. Yeah,
I think so too.
This quiz. Oh, what did I do with it? Hold on. This quiz is make a bunch of choices and we'll give you a Stan Lee Marvel cameo that matches your vibe. So pretty good. So
is it going to match my vibe? Or?
Yes. I mean, we're going to take it together. Here's what we'll do. We'll take it together.
Okay.
And it's going to tell us what Stan Lee cameo is. Do you have a favorite Stan Lee cameo?
Not one that comes to mind, to be honest. But to be fair, I feel like I haven't seen them in a while. So
like in the MCU,
like back to back.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of the non-MCU movies that he was a part of. I liked his cameo probably from Thor Ragnarok when he cut Thor's hair. I don't know if you remember that. He has like a hand, like scissors
yes,
stuff.
I remember that.
That one's up there. And I loved, this isn't in the MCU, but there's a Stan Lee cameo in, I think, Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, where he's he has a record player on and there's a fight happening behind him.
You know what? I think I might like the one where he sells someone. Is that in the animated Spider-Man where he sells a person who's trying to be Spider-Man a Spider-Man costume? Or am I forgetting?
Like a mask?
Yeah, no, I want to say it's a mask, or maybe it's like an entire costume because someone wants to be Spider-Man and pretend to be Spider-Man.
You're 100% right. That's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
cool.
really, really good one. And it's not his last one, but I feel like it's like spiritually like his best final.
You say spiritually?
Cameo. Yeah. All right, so let's take this test. I'm going to share it with you.
Yeah, let me see it because my BuzzFeed app is not.
Okay, let me send it to you so you can open it up via Safari.
Okay.
Let us know if you guys are taking these tests, by the way.
I like the results.
Yeah, I don't know if this works as a podcast or if it's too visual.
Okay.
Because sometimes there are pictures with these.
All right, I got it.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. We're going to take this quiz together.
Oh my God. The first
question is choose a cute baby animal. There's a tiger, a puppy, a pony, a raccoon, a kitten, and an elephant. A cute baby animal.
Side note, the puppy is a corgi puppy.
Wow.
And we were just talking about our corgi.
And that kitten sleeps like our cat.
Oh, I forgot we have a cat now. Where is she?
And we have an elephant rug.
Oh, you're just so true.
I'm just kidding. We don't. Fur is murder. Wait, elephants don't have fur. So is it still murder?
I mean, yes.
Okay, yeah, it is.
You still kill it.
I picked mine. Are you going to tell me what you pick?
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, let's do it. I picked the raccoon because that's a cute baby raccoon.
Okay, I picked the elephant just because they remember everything and they're smart.
And you feel bad about our elephant rug.
Yes. Every day.
We don't have an elephant rug. Although
all right, next question
I would love to hunt elephant.
No. What is wrong with you?
I'm just
That's
joking.
Crazy. Okay. Next one says choose a snack: a fruit bowl, some popcorn, pretzels, ice cream, croissant, or some cookies.
For a snack?
Yeah.
Why isn't there a picture of you on here, babe? Because you're a snack.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna go fruit bowl.
Okay. As a snack, I pick cookies.
Okay.
Is that a snack?
Yeah, it says so.
Okay.
That's an option. Next one says choose a color: purple, green, red, orange, yellow, or blue. Are these the Infinity Stone colors?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I don't remember what each one stands for.
Me neither, but I love blue.
I'm going to go with green just because green reminds me of nature and I like it.
Should I look up what these stones stand for? Because
it's
maybe
too late. I've already chose.
subconsciously we...
It's okay.
The other thing I'll tell you is we do have to
What?
fill up a little bit more time.
Okay.
So,
With each other? I'm so
yeah,
tired
in
of you.
our lives, we have to fill up more time.
Okay, I'm going to choose.
What did you pick? Green?
Yeah, I chose green.
Okay, so the green is the time stone.
Yeah, I thought so.
And I picked blue, and that is the space stone.
Like physical space?
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh.
Huh.
Maybe you can
It was
like
the Tesseract,
maybe
and
you
yours
can.
is the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, I thought about that because of Doctor Strange because he has that little eye. Okay. Doctor Strange? Yeah, Doctor Strange. Dr. Stephen Strange.
The next one is choose a nature aesthetic.
There's
So-
mountains, ocean, sunset, trees, waterfall, or palm trees. Oh,
Ooh.
small fact about me: I really don't like palm trees.
She hates them, and I don't get it.
don't because they're a lot of maintenance. As they start to die, they just kind of like accumulate there at the bottom of the tree, like the little trunk parts,
The
like
leaves,
the actual
you mean?
palms.
Oh, okay, I see, yeah.
Like it's like peeling a banana, but in the sky, and I just don't think it's like aesthetically pleasing. I don't like them. I don't
Here's
know why.
my
They don't provide a lot of shade.
Yeah, that for me is they're not incredibly functional as a tree,
Mm-hmm.
other than the fact that you have a tree. People love them because they're easy to maintain in terms of water. Like they don't.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I do.
And they can be tall.
I mean, yeah, so can every tree when you don't cut it.
I feel like because they're like a rainforest or an island plant, some people like it because it's exotic looking.
tropical.
Yeah, so if you go to certain places, like the fancy neighborhoods will have a ton of palm trees because they got the money.
Right. They just want to be reminded of a vacation.
It's funny because in where we are, it's hot, so there's a ton of palm trees. There's a lot, but I feel like I would
There's a lot of
rather
other
see
types of
firs, like pines and firs.
Like
'cause-
Twilight.
well, yeah, but like in Washington up there, and a lot of where our listeners listen to, they're used to it, so they're probably like, I want to see a cactus or a palm tree.
Twilight takes place in Forks.
Yeah,
Isn't Forks in Washington?
yeah,
There you go.
near Seattle. Let's
maybe,
go to Forks.
maybe we should just live in the Twilight universe.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Maybe we should just become a vampire, baby.
I would. You know what? We should do that.
We digress,
Vampire
we digress.
podcast.
Okay, which
yeah,
one?
yeah. So,
Sorry.
so mountains, ocean, sunset, trees, waterfall, or palm trees. So you're not gonna pick palm trees.
You're not going to pick ocean.
Oh,
Did you pick ocean, really?
I kind of like the
I
aesthetic
thought you
of
were.
it.
Oh, the aesthetic. That's true. Because Emmanuel's afraid of the ocean.
I have been on the open seas, but it is wild.
I love sunsets, but I also love trees.
Where's the farthest out into the ocean that you've ever gone
Into the ocean.
in a boat? Oh yes, yeah. Was it when we went whale watching?
Yes.
In Australia?
Yeah. No, actually, no, because
We never disappeared from land.
no, we didn't,
Oh, we
and that's
never-
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Because I've been in the Philippines. I have been on like you basically have to either take a boat or a plane to a different island in the Philippines, and I've taken
see,
a boat before.
That would scare me, just because I don't like.
Yeah.
I feel like I would get seasick if there's literally absolutely nothing
And the
around me,
boats are
and then
small.
you're just rocking in the thing. Yeah,
The
I
boats
can't
fit
do
like
that.
20 people, so that's
Not that
a
I'm
little
afraid
wild.
of the ocean, but actually, I am.
Yeah, there you go.
You don't know what's under you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of that, in MCU, Namor is going to be exciting. I know that Aquaman grossed a ton of money and people love Jason Momoa, but look out for Namor. It's the MCU has an Aquaman too.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Oh my God, what if they cast Jason Momoa again? Okay, so here's the next question. Oh, you didn't pick.
I chose trees.
Choose an Avenger: Hawkeye, Bruce Banner, Black Widow, Thor, Iron Man, or Captain America. Choose an Avenger. I am gonna pick. Recently I've liked Thor a lot, but during the whole series, I think Captain America is pretty solid.
I'm gonna go.
And, you know what? You know who I'm gonna pick actually?
Who?
Black Widow. Because
Okay.
after Endgame, she ended up being one of the most critical parts of the whole Avenger team. She pulls them together.
That's a good point.
Yeah, she's always the one that pulls them together.
I'm gonna go with Bruce just because he's smart when he's not utilizing his superpower.
Hulk,
Excuse
yeah.
me. He has a lot of good solutions, and I feel like he would be a good person to have.
Yeah, Hulk is sweet.
Yeah.
And even when he's hulked out in Thor Ragnarok or
yeah.
in Endgame, he's still sweet.
Yeah, he's still Bruce.
Are you excited for Lady Hulk or She-Hulk?
I don't know. I haven't heard enough about it to
That'll
be
be exciting.
excited.
Finally, choose a random Marvel movie. So, Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor, Avengers of Infinity War, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War, or Thor: Ragnarok?
You can choose Ragnarok. I already know you. I already. Oh, was that a yawn?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm gonna go.
We just watched Taika's Jojo Rabbit movie today
Yes, I know.
with ScarJo, who is Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
I'm gonna go Spider-Man.
I got mine. And it's crazy
Ooh.
because I got my favorite Stan Lee cameo, the one I was talking about earlier. I got the barber from Thor Ragnarok. It's crazy. It's my favorite one, and I got it. So you're giving off some major impulsive vibes at the moment. True. I just spent a lot of money.
This is so
We'd
funny.
still love to have you around to freshen up our look, though. That's exciting. I'm glad I got my favorite Stan Lee cameo. What did you get?
I got literally the same.
What?
I was trying really hard not to laugh as you were reading it, but yeah, it says Barber from Thor Ragnarok.
What is happening?
You're giving off some major impulsive vibes at the moment, but we'd love to have you around to freshen up your look, though.
You know, I love...
That's insane.
It's crazy. We're both the same people.
Yeah, I can't.
But so Stan Lee cameos, this is the first time we've actually properly talked about it because, it's just a part of the MCU movies. Mm-hmm. But how do you feel about Black Widow not having one or Eternals?
We knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And even though literally everybody loves his cameos, we all knew it was going to,
eventually.
It was going to eventually stop. So I don't know. I feel like because what was the last cameo? I remember there being like a thank you Stan or something like that at the very end. Oh, I think it was the last Spider-Man movie actually that had that huge thank you because he had just passed away, and then also like the Marvel where they display the logo, like the opening sequence.
That's true. Yeah,
it was all just for Stan, and I feel like it might have even been silent too, if I'm not mistaken. But just that huge like nod to him and like just honoring him, I feel like that's just the way it's got to end, because now I feel like if we put him or if we digitally animate him in every single Marvel movie from here on out, it's not the same. So I'm okay with where it's at right now.
Yeah, I'm really interested in what it is a staple.
Yeah.
No, that's not even an MCU staple. He's in every Marvel movie. He's in Deadpool, so
I love him in Deadpool's actually.
Yeah. So but I don't know what they're going to do. I sort of liked having some kind of a cameo in all of them.
Yep.
But not necessarily having it to be him alive making jokes or anything. Like I think Deadpool 2, since they didn't get a filmed cameo, they have him on a billboard. Does that make sense?
That I could enjoy. Yeah, that kind of cameo I could enjoy. I thought you meant like a physical cameo where they might like digitally animate him, like Leia it. You know what I mean? Like in the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
That was a lot of likes in that sentence.
No,
I'm
it's
so sorry for everyone listening.
Because there's the weird line of they can definitely digitally do stuff.
Digitally do.
They've done it before.
Sounds like didgeridoo.
Yeah. They've done it for Rogue One and just the newest Star Wars movie.
They just do it whenever they can.
They can do it. So I don't think they need to get to that extent, but little nods, and I think the idea that maybe he's on an ad somewhere or on TV, or maybe archive footage from when he was younger is playing somewhere.
Yeah, or like just like his voice or something, like on a radio or
keep it going.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
That I'd be cool with. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that for Black Widow. Like if they have already thought about it and they're like, we're gonna do a nod.
If they haven't, Disney.
You got time now.
You got time, bro.
Re-edit Stan Lee into it. Because I think for a while people have been talking about, well, maybe there will be a cameo from Robert Downey Jr. Like, someone's going to fill that void and just do them all. But I feel like it should just be Stan.
No,
and it doesn't have to be too crazy. It can just be a small, it can be on the front of a newspaper.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That would be so, no.
But I look forward to whatever they do, and I'm hoping they do something.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, that's the end of our podcast. Let us know what your favorite Stan Lee cameo is.
Take the quiz. Let us know. Oh, did we say the name of the author of the quiz?
Oh, yeah, we got to do that.
Yes.
We got to give
just
credit.
Because I want to give them credit where credit is due.
We got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Okay, I found it. So the author is by... Oh, this is interesting.
What?
It says... it doesn't say a person's name. It just says a an at, like a social media at type.
Oh.
So it says by gymnast _07. So GYMNAST _ 0. Oh, is this a 6? 06.
Well, thanks for making this quiz that we just did.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if
I'm
there's
interested to know
something
if you
else.
only had one Stanley cameo as the result, because
Yeah, I'm kind of
we got the
going
same
through
one,
them.
so I'm kind of-
I actually just got the same one again, and I just clicked everything on the top right-hand corner.
Are you serious?
No joke. It says the barber from Thor Ragnarok.
We might have
heck?
have a quiz that's broken, everyone.
No.
But it is
Hang
the
on.
best cameo. Do it one more time.
doing
Just
it
go
one more
real
time.
quick and tell me.
Nope, here it is. It says FedEx delivery guy
Okay,
from
cool. That's a
Captain
good one.
America Civil War.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, it says just like this cameo, your vibe is a little bit bold, feisty, and cheeky.
Cheeky.
That's a cool cameo. I
Oh.
forgot about that cameo. How many cameos are there?
There's a lot. Don't look into it.
There's one in Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
No
Do you remember when
way.
he's animated?
I don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna watch that movie again. Well, hey, let's do this. Let's
What?
talk about plugs. What do you have to plug?
Just thank you for listening to the pod. Please continue to do so. Of course, Patreon for, again, the pod. And then all my social media. It's at _Simply Sophie, SimplySofiee. Those are my plugs.
I would say the same thing. Follow her on Twitter. It's a hoot. I'm just kidding.
It's a hoot.
Yeah,
Ew.
support the podcast, patreon.com/DelphinPod. We'll have episodes of this. We may do a Twilight thing. It's a lot of fun, and you'll get all that kind of stuff there. And Revenge of the Sequel is out now publicly.
Oh, yeah.
On the public feed. We've already released a Trolls 2 episode. I think we have quite a few more coming out this season, but all of it's available on Patreon before anyone else can hear it. And I'm excited to announce that our Halloween month of podcasts are going to start coming out next week too. So if you want to get Halloween early,
Yeah.
that's on Patreon.
Get that little vibe going.
Get that vibe going. And you can go to tpublic.com, TEEPUBLIC.com, tpublic.com. And if you search Delphin Pod, you can get merch there. That supports the pod as well. But before we leave, school's starting for a lot of people.
Yes.
What do you have to?
Just be careful.
Yeah.
You know, please be mindful.
Yeah.
Be understanding and cooperative, and stay safe, stay clean. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable, obviously. But if that involves going out to public spaces, please just keep your distance, stay safe, clean, the whole 9 yards. Because being a teacher myself, it's a struggle a little bit right now, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I read an article today from the Daily Mail that said that 100,000 kids have tested positive for COVID since schools reopened 2 weeks ago. So it's definitely
Here
in America,
in
the United States. So it's a interesting time. A lot of places are remote learning. A lot of places are just doing tutoring or homeschooling. That homeschool has like skyrocketed 300%. The business of homeschool has gone up.
I can imagine.
Ton.
I can imagine why.
Yeah, but
I
be
mean,
wild.
it's just there's some people that have the opportunity to stay home with their kids, and others don't, and that's where I can understand that. I really can. But at the same time, you gotta, with that in mind, you have to be understanding yourself, and you have to stay clean and do your part, and it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, just stay safe. All right, bye.